Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about the owner's manual inside this little black envelope that's in your glove box. It's supposed to be in your glove box when you purchase a vehicle. If you don't have one of these, you can download it from your manufacturer website. This happens to be Ford. If you have a newer Ford with Ford Pass, your owner's manual is actually in there. This one has all sorts of useful information, and I highly recommend that you read over this, so if something happens to you on the side of the road, you can break this bad boy out, kind of find what your problem is going on, and then maybe fix it on the side of the road and save yourself a tow bill. So this is for a 2020 Super Duty. So you have your quick reference guide. We'll go over this. You have tire warranty information. We can go over that too. You have driving your SUV or vehicle. We'll go over that. And if you have Sirius XM satellite radio, you know, it's got like a channel guide and all that good stuff in it. That's on you if you want to do that. Then, the owner's manual. This is like the Holy Grail. This tells you a lot of stuff. And we're going to focus on this. We're going to go over this, some basic key points that you can use to maybe keep you from being stranded on the side of the road. But before we get into this, let's get into the quick start. Quick start. General information, audio, navigation, phone, climate, and apps. These are all the buttons on your steering wheel and lights. Power adjustable pedals. That's the button down there. If yours is equipped with this. I'm not saying that your vehicle is, but if your vehicle is equipped with these things. All the manuals are going to be the same. You'll know if your vehicle is equipped with it. If you go out there, you look at button number 1. It is the power adjusting pedals. If yours does not have that button, you don't have power adjusting pedals. Number 2 is your power adjustable steering column. You may not have that either. Button number 3 is your cruise control. Most of you have cruise control. Button number 4 is your steering wheel controls. That's the one on the right hand side. And through the steering wheel controls is your volume up or down for your radio. It's you press the mute button to silence the media. You can press the little mouth with the signal coming out of it for Bluetooth to access your voice recognition to, hey, call Joe Schmo. The phone down with the arrow down button is to end a call, and then the phone up is to, you press it to access phone mode or to answer a call. Button number 5, that is your windshield washers and your wipers. Basically the speed and the auto wipers. Number 6 is this whole thing. Back here is your information display. Like I said, this is just a quick start guide to get you familiar with your instrument panel and your steering wheel. It says to monitor the vehicle systems and receive alerts from your information display. Use your steering wheel controls to scroll through the menus. Display mode features such as transmission temperature and distance to empty. Diesel specific information includes DEF status and exhaust filter. Trip fuel is basically your trip distance, trip time, and average fuel economy. Towing includes detailed information about the trailer's status, the tire pressures, and options that you have. And that's the whole display. Number 7 is the service engine soon light. It's down here in the corner. It's the little check engine light. That tells you that something's wrong and that you need to get it checked out. Lights briefly when you switch the ignition on. That's doing a self-check. That is normal. Okay. If it remains on or blinks after you start the engine, the onboard diagnostic system detects a problem. Drive in a moderate fashion and contact an authorized dealer as soon as possible, especially if you are under warranty. That way you can get it taken care of. Number 8 is right on the side there. Okay. That is your select shift automatic transmission. It changes the gears without manually depressing a clutch. Number 9, selectable drive modes. Now this is if your vehicle has these options. I cannot iterate that enough because I know somebody's going to comment, mine doesn't have that. You're wrong. Your vehicle's not equipped with it. Like I said, these are printed and mass produced. And number 10 is basically your push button start. Some of you may have a key. It's a start stop button. Push it to turn it on. So then we get to your display. There's a lot of buttons on here. Number 21 is interesting. Those are your auxiliary switches. 16 is traction control, which is this one. It's the car with a squiggly line. You push it to turn it off, and if you hold it, it turns advanced track off. 15 is diesel engine brake. It's if it's equipped, you can use this feature along with the tow haul mode on its own. When active, the engine braking feature helps to increase engine braking at higher engine speeds, providing better grade descent control with less brake and transmission wear and tear. Press the button on the instrument panel to switch the system on and off. 17 is your hazards. You're on the side of the road, push that button, your hazard lights flash. 18 is hill descent control, trail control. 19 is your lane keeping system. 20 is your 360 camera. That's where you can push that button and you can see like the tailgate, if you have like towing a gooseneck trailer, you can see the fifth wheel or whatever is in the bed of your truck. You can look out the back of the truck, you can look out the side, you can look out the front while you're moving. 21 we already went over, auxiliary switches. 22 is your power ports. 11 is the Pro Trailer Backup Assist with the trailer reverse guidance. And that's right down here. It's the knob. This system helps you back up your trailer. See page 21 for more information. This is basically telling you what buttons do what. Your camera locations in the grill, behind the rearview mirror. Some of them have actually a radar down here, but this actually looks forward. This is like your collision assistance. And it's also the rear view mirror lane keeping system for the lane keeping. Y'all, third brake light, high mount. That's actually looking in the bed of the truck. And you can zoom in on that. You have one on the tailgate. Okay, that's your rear view camera. And then you have one in the mirrors, that's your side cameras. Your sync system, sync 3, comfort, basically a quick start guide. Comfort and convenience, functions, electronic locking differentials to switch on the feature, and 4x4 with 4-wheel drive system. Pull the 4-wheel drive control knob toward you. In 2-wheel drive vehicles, switch the control knob from off to on. So, all right. Driving your vehicle. This basically tells you, how your vehicle differs from others. SUVs and trucks differ than other vehicles in noticeable ways. It may be higher, it may be shorter, it may be narrower, and it's starting to rain. It's going to tell you about tire tread wear, driving on roads, basic operating principles, snow and ice, which I don't have to worry about that where I am, but all my northern subscribers. Driving off-road, driving on sand, through water, deep snow, in mud, on hills. Inflating your tires. Warning. Underinflation is the most common cause of tire failure. It may result in severe tire cracking, tread separation, or blowout, with unexpected loss of vehicle control and increased risk of injury. Underinflation increases sidewall flexing and rolling resistance, resulting in heat buildup and internal damage to the tire. It also may result in unnecessary tire stress, irregular wear, loss of vehicle control, and accidents. A tire can lose up to half of its air pressure and not appear to be flat. Maximum permissible inflation pressure is the tire manufacturer's maximum pressure and or pressure at which the maximum load can be carried by the tire. The pressure is normally higher than the manufacturer's cold inflation, and this is what you see on the sidewall. You go by what's inside the door jamb for your tire fill. When weather temperature changes occur, tire inflation pressures also change. At 10 degrees Fahrenheit, temperatures drop can cause a corresponding drop of 1 psi in inflation pressure. Check your tire pressures frequently and adjust the proper pressure switch, which can be found on the safety compliance certification label in the door jamb. And this gives you tread wears, what to look for. And read over these things. Just sit down, drink a cup of coffee, drink a beer, drink an energy drink, whatever. This is your warranty guide for your tires for when it's new. If you got new tires, I would recommend contacting that tire manufacturer or that shop where you got them from. Now, the Holy Grail. You're driving down the road, and all of a sudden, you come into the city, and somebody tells you that your brake lights aren't working. Okay, whip this bad boy out. Go to the back. You're gonna have an index. See? And then we're gonna go to fuses. Fuses. And everything's in alphabetical order. Fuses. And it's going to be on page 334. And fuses specification chart, 334. Engine compartment fuse box, passenger compartment fuse box, 338. So 334 to 338. Let's flip over there. $334. Fuse specification chart. The engine compartment fuse box is the engine compartment, has a high current fuse that protects your vehicle's main electrical system from overload. If you disconnect and reconnect the battery, you need to reset some features. See changing 12-volt battery. Replace fuses with the same type and rating. This is what it looks like. And they all have numbers on them. So your brake lights aren't working. That's what we said, right? Somebody tells you your brake lights aren't working. So we're going to look. There's body control module. Haven't found brake lights yet. It may not be in this one. It may be the body control module. Trailer tow, rear heated seats, glow plugs. You're just going to go down until you find brake lights. Not used. Haven't found brake lights yet. So, we haven't found brake lights on the underhood. So, it's probably going to be in the passenger compartment. The fuse panel is on the right-hand side of the passenger footwell behind the trim panel. Also called a body control module. Brake on off switch. We could check that fuse. It's number 7, 10 amp. And there's number 7. Yeah, we could just keep going. And so we have anything other that is related to brakes? Brake on off output to trailer. So that would be the fuse that I check. Number 7, which is a 10 amp. Winter time's coming. Your vehicle maintenance, or what weight oil should I use? So let's go to maintenance or oil. It's going to be under one of those two. What kind of fluid should you use? Oil check. Oil change indicator. Let's just go to oil check. 6.7 diesel, page 347. Pass. Yes, right behind the fuses. Look at that. Engine oil dipstick, 6.2, 7.3, 6.7. A is minimum, B is maximum. Make sure that your vehicle is on level ground. Run the engine until it reaches normal operating temperature. Make sure the parking brake is on. Transmission is in park or neutral. Switch the engine off and wait 15 minutes for the oil to drain back into the pan. Checking oil level too soon after you switch the engine off may result in inaccurate reading. Open the hood, remove the dipstick, wipe it off, clean it, lint-free cloth. Replace the dipstick and remove it again. Make sure that the oil level is between the max and the minimum mark. If the oil level is at the minimum mark, add oil immediately. If the oil level is correct, replace the dipstick and make sure it's fully seated. Adding engine oil. Do not remove the filler cap when the engine is running. Actually, I do remove the filler cap with the engine running because you can tell if the CCV box is bad. Only use oil certified for gasoline engines. That's got to be 7.3. Okay, here we go. 6.7. Probably going to be on this page. Maintenance. That's for the 7.3. Yep. And then it'll also tell you what kind of oil you can use. It'll tell you maintenance. Let's go to maintenance. 342. That was already on there. Checking your air filters. Regular cab, box link, left side of fuel tank as the filter location. That's fuel water separator. So capacities and specifications. This is on the 6.7. Pages are like stuck together. Yeah. Capacities and specifications on the 6.7. Refrigerant, 27 ounces, blah, 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 blah. Transmission fluid. 10-speed automatic transmission has 18.1 quarts. This tells you your capacities. These are things that you can do at home. Primary cooling, secondary cooling. 8.1 quarts, 31.7 quarts. And that is completely empty. Viscosity grades, here we go. 10W30, normal use. 15W40. 5W40 can be used in all range. 0W30, 0W40. And this is your temperature range. Okay? I run 5W40 because they are severe duty. How many quarts does it take? 13. 10W30, Super Duty, diesel motor oil, Motorcraft, Super Duty, 0, 10W30, 10W30, 10W30. Alternative engine oil for extremely cold climates, 0W40, 5W40, 15W40. Alternative engine oil for severe duty, 5W40 full synthetic. This tells you everything that you need to know. It tells you, it goes more in depth than this. This is a quick start guide, but this also has it goes more in depth than this one. Read it, get to know it. Okay? You can never go wrong. A little bit of knowledge goes a long way, especially if it's something simple that you may be able to find in here that you can fix quick, fast, and in a hurry, or something that you can do at home. If you do not have one of those in your glove box, go to the website and order one. You can download them on the internet. If you have a Ford Pass, because we're talking about Ford vehicles here, if you have Ford Pass for newer vehicles, it is actually in your Ford Pass. You go to vehicle, then you go to owner's manual, and it's actually by section. You can click on each section. So, read it. You got nothing to do, it's raining outside, you can't go out and mow your grass, you can't go out and work on your truck. Read it. Open the hood. With the book, open the hood. Okay, that's that button. Sit in the vehicle. Okay, that's that button. I do have that. That's equipped. All right, cool. Very plain and simple. I love you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you on the next one.